What's up, YouTube? It's VK here. It's a beautiful morning. Birds are chirping outside. It looks beautiful outside. So, I'm just sitting here with the window open, using the natural lighting for once in a video. So, today's video, I want to thank everybody who supported the channel since I got back on here and started doing this again. Just over a year ago. We just hit over a year that we were back on here, and it's been a wild journey to do that while maintaining sobriety from alcohol. I mean, for me, you guys inspired me to continue that journey through many instances where it may have felt like I was going through a difficult time mentally with it. You guys have really benefited me with the encouragement and with all of the support. So I first want to thank you guys for that. Now, I want to talk about what that's been like and how I've navigated it mentally and everything like that. Because when I first got back on here, I was not expecting it to become what it has. I was not anticipating the direction that it went in to be the direction that it went in with everything. It really took on its own life, and now we all get to hang out and react to all this awesome music. And I get on here and I spread my story and hope that that can encourage a bunch of people that might be struggling to also go and get themselves better as well. It means the world to me that you guys have given me a platform to do that on. First off, it's a blessing to be able to share that with the world and to share that with people who are also struggling. I feel like I have a personal responsibility inside of myself to help people who are going through those things as somebody who barely survived it theirself. And that's what I really got on here with the goal of doing, was to tell my story and spread some inspiration to people who are struggling. And we've managed to create something really fucking epic in the process, where we've gotten to know each other. We've gotten to hear each other's stories. We've spread inspiration to each other and motivation to each other. You guys have watched me go through a journey of finding my own faith with God and with Jesus, and settling into all of that. And that's been a wild journey. Like, as somebody who kind of struggled with faith for a lot of my life due to all of the negative circumstances that I put myself in life, it was hard to have faith for me inside of the realm of those things. I just did not believe and was on a very dark path of my life. I thankfully had quite a few friends while I was actively drinking and everything that allowed me to stay with them, and they were very faith-based in their personalities. And the family that I was staying with at the time, I thank them endlessly for not giving up on trying to get me to find my faith. And I had a lot of shit going on back then, and they knew that it was bad, and they witnessed it all firsthand, and they just never gave up on trying to get me to have that faith. And I remember reaching out to one of those specific people more recently and expressing my thanks to them for the faith. And they said, "Don't thank me, man. Thank God. I'm just a messenger for the Lord, man. This is what I do. So thank God." And like, when that was said, that really hit me hard, because it made me realize, like, the true essence of what I wanted to put out into the world was that if you find faith inside of God and you find faith inside of Jesus, you can fucking, like, excuse my language, it's just that deep to me. Like, you can just pull yourself out of things so resiliently and so seamlessly and quickly by having that faith and praying and believing that if something's not meant to be in your life, it won't be in your life. And if something's meant to stay there, the best thing that you can do, and this is the craziest thing, like, people, it'll like scare people to even think about, but if you really want to know if something is part of your plan in life when it comes to your faith, ask for it to be removed. And if it stays, you know that it's meant to be. There's so many times throughout this YouTube journey where I would be like getting stressed out and worried that I wasn't doing enough, or I wasn't doing good enough, or I didn't say this thing right, or I muffed up saying that thing, so on and so forth. And it's like, I remember so many instances being like, if this isn't meant to be for me, just like get rid of it, right? Get rid of it, and I won't do it anymore. Give me a sign that I shouldn't do it. And every single time that I would do that, I would want to do it more, and more support would get shown, and more people would show up, and I would start saying even more deep things than what I had touched on before. And it's like I was getting all of these things inside of my head that I just wanted to say before I would even make videos. And then it's like you guys would request a song, and it would directly correlate with what I wanted to say to the world that day. And I would be like, this is too many coincidences for it to be coincidences anymore. I stopped thinking of it as coincidences, and I started viewing it as fucking divine timing. Just literally divine timing is how I started to view it. And the more I've sank into that, just the more we've been able to get into deeper topics on the channel, and the more I've wanted to stay doing this for you guys. It's really crazy to me because, like I said, I didn't anticipate for this to become what it did. I got on here to just spread some inspiration and put my music out and react to other people's music, and have a place where music could be an outlet where we could spread faith and we could spread inspiration and positive influence into each other's lives through that. And it just took on this whole life of its own, where a lot of the time I feel like I'm not even calling the shots anymore at this point. I just put it in God's hands, and whatever happens on the channel happens at this point. That's literally where I sit with the channel. Like, I don't think you guys realize how deep my bond with spirit actually goes when it comes to how much faith I have in the decisions just being made as they need to be made. It means the world to me that I've been able to find that faith through running this channel with you guys. And I say with you guys because without you guys, this doesn't turn into anything. It doesn't get out to where it needs to get out, and it doesn't inspire the way that it's meant to inspire. And that's why I say we did this, because you guys are the reason that I'm able to do this, and I appreciate you endlessly for that. Thank you guys so much for that. I hope that I've been able to help you guys find some faith inside of yourselves. And if you're struggling with that, I hope that someday you will settle into it and realize how beautiful life can be if you have faith inside of Jesus and inside of God. I'm not saying that to preach to you, and I'm not saying that I think you're negative or bad if you don't have that in your life. I'm just saying that I hope someday, if you struggle with that, you get to find it, because it's a truly beautiful feeling, and it's a blessing whenever you finally find that faith and settle into it. And it's the reason why I've been able to recover the way that I have and not screw up. And you guys are also a big factor in that, and you've helped me gain my faith that I once lost. I want to thank you guys for that. Just want to say that I hope you find your faith someday. If it's something you're struggling with, we all struggle. We all go through tough times, and sometimes we fall out a bit from our faith, and that's okay. You can find it again. Just don't ever run away from it wholeheartedly, and don't ever abandon it completely. It's not worth it, and your life is so much better when you have that inside of it. Thank you guys for supporting my recovery. Thank you for building this channel with me. Blessings to all of you. I hope you have a beautiful day. I appreciate you guys so damn much. You have no clue. You really have no clue. You've saved my life in ways that you can't even imagine. I love you guys so much. We're going to get out of here. Have a blessed day. Peace.